Welcome to Module 2.2. In this video, I'm going to cover how to create blog content for your website. So in the previous module, just to recap, I walked you through how to set up a WordPress website. If you have any questions about that, feel free to contact me and I'll be glad to assist you with answering your questions regarding the setup of your website. I want to go through blogging in this video because blogging is by far the most important thing that you could do to drive traffic to your website. And in case you're wondering, what do I mean by the word traffic? I mean visitors to your website. Because blogging, the reason why blogging is important is because when you write about content that your customers, or the people that you're interested in selling to would be interested in reading, the Google basically ranks that content online, and then when people start searching for it, Google points them to that content. They find your content, they come to your website, they read your blog, and then each blog should have a call to action, which I'll show you how to create. And then basically, if they're interested in buying the product that you have to offer, if they're interested in your service or your solution, they'll contact you. So the blog content is very important. It's one of the most important things that you could do to rise the visibility of your website to help more people find you on the internet. So, okay, what we're looking at here, this is basically a generic blog post that WordPress adds to every site the minute a new WordPress site is created. So first thing that you need to do is just delete this blog content because it's really good for nothing in my opinion. And okay, so we're just going to delete it. And now we're officially ready to create our first blog post. So we just click on Add New. And it'll take us to the blogging page. Here we go. We have several fields here I can explain and kind of break down. Where it says Add Title, this is what the title of your blog post is going to be. This box, this is where the magic happens. This is where you're going to put your blog content. Categories, this is what the category is, basically what the content is about that you're going to be writing about. Tags, these are keywords that basically helps Google to find your blog content on the internet. So you just want to add all the words, the keywords that relate to the product, service, or solution that you have to offer. And then of course down here, this is where the Yoast SEO plugin comes into play. And I'm going to show you how to set this up just as soon as we get some blog content to work with. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I recommend working with Writesonic to create your blog content, simply because of the fact that Writesonic is really by far the easiest tool that you can use on the internet to create blog content. Now, make no mistake about it, you can easily write content yourself, but you have to look at what's the return on your investment. What are you getting back for writing a 500-word blog post that may take you an hour to write? Whereas with Writesonic, you can easily log in and have a blog post created in just a couple of minutes. I mean, it really is easy. So if you haven't created your account yet, go to writesonic.com, get that set up, and then let's get you some blog content. So I'll walk you through kind of step by step using Writesonic to create blog content for your website. So obviously, I'm logged into my Writesonic account. So the first thing I want to do is click on Library. And what I want to do next is click on Articles and Blogs. Now, Writesonic offers two different types of blog posts that you could write. Their AI Article Writer 4.0 gives you the ability to write SEO-friendly blog content, meaning that these blog posts are 100% optimized for the search engines. They give you the ability to add keywords related to your business, service, solution, or niche. I mean, they're awesome posts to write. The only thing is that Writesonic, if you are using Writesonic, like in the evenings, sometimes their Article Writer 4.0, it gets really jam-packed because there's a whole bunch of other people using it. So if you're going to use this feature, I recommend using it like in the middle of the morning or possibly a little bit later in the evening, because if you try using it in the mid evening, like around 5 or 6 o'clock, you may find out that you'll see a message pop up where it says that there's too much traffic and come back later, that sort of thing. So for this video, what I recommend is working with their AI Article Writer 3.0. So we're just going to click on it, bring it up. Now first, it's going to ask me for a topic. So since you watched that previous video, you know that I created a website essentially for carpet cleaning, the carpet cleaning niche. So the topic, I'm just going to write how to get stains, remove stains from carpet, because I'm going to stick with that niche. Okay, quality type premium, so I'm just going to stick, I want it to be a really good blog post, so I'll stick with premium. And then language obviously is English for me, but as you can see, if you click on the drop down menu, Writesonic will convert it basically to any language. So if you're overseas or if you're in Europe, you know, you can see that there's a lot of options here for you to choose from. So it's a really cool platform. And now we're just going to click on generate ideas. Give the system a few seconds to bring up content matching our idea. So here we go. So we have 3 options to choose from, because as I showed you in the previous video, Writesonic always gives you 3 options, regardless if you're having them create a blog title or the actual content itself. So what do we got here? The ultimate guide to remove any stain from your carpet. Quick and easy tips. DIY solutions to reduce stains from your carpet. Fast and effective. Step-by-step guide to easily remove stains from carpet. So I like this one down here simply because of the fact that I am also a content writer. I write content professionally. I don't use Writesonic all the time. So I could tell you that the content that you get from Writesonic is really, really good. And for an article title, anytime an article title mentions like words like step-by-step guide, this is also really good because people want content that's comprehensive. So if you show them that you're going to provide them with a step-by-step guide, this is awesome. So, okay, next we're just going to click on generate intros, because the intro to the blog content, it's the first paragraph. And in WordPress, the intro to the content is going to go right down here under the meta description, because when somebody looks at the blog, when somebody is searching for a particular topic online, the first thing that they're going to see in Google search results is the link to the content, and then also the meta description, which tells them what that content is about. So this is why the intro or the meta description is really important. So we'll go back to Writesonic, and here we go. Once again, I have 3 options to choose from. So basically what you want to do here when you're utilizing Writesonic is just kind of look through each option and just kind of determine if you think that it's a good option for your website. So in kind of glancing at these, I'm kind of eyeballing this one down here. I think it's good because it says stains on carpets can be an eyesore, making your home look dull and unkept. So, but don't despair. This looks like a good intro, so I'm just going to utilize that as you saw, and I'm just going to click on generate outlines. So, and by generating an outline, what Writesonic's going to do is basically show you kind of the structure of the article and what's it about. As you can see right here, section 1, what you need to remove stains from carpet, identifying the type of stain, blot the stain, making a cleaning solution, clean the stain, rinse the stain, dry the carpet, pre-treat stains, vacuum the carpet, additional tips for stain removal. So I like this intro. I think it looks good, so I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to click on generate article. And we're just going to give this a few seconds to work on generating an article. Like I mentioned earlier, sometimes Writesonic, depending on the time of day, it can get really, really busy. Basically what happens is when they get super slammed, you're going to see a little message popping out. It'll say something like too many requests, or it'll say, busy, try back again later. So, and that just shows you that, you need to kind of pick a different time of day where, their servers are not getting so jam-packed with people utilizing this AI content writer. So, and here we go. So it looks like our article is ready. So there we go. Here's the title of my article, Step-by-Step Guide to Easily Remove Stains from Carpet. And then down here, as you can see, Writesonic also includes an image with the article as well. So I like that a lot because they pull these images from services like iStock photos and whatnot. So I always recommend utilizing an image. So I'm just going to right click on it, and I'm going to save it to my computer, because it looks like a good stock photo of somebody trying to do cleaning. On second glance, this looks like it's a stock photo of somebody cleaning a couch. So, I think I'm going to hold off on utilizing this. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And now here's the carpet. But as you can see, they pulled this image from freeimages.com. So just so you know. So what I'm going to do just right here now is I'm just going to use the content that Writesonic created for me. So I'm just going to copy it. Go down to the bottom. And I'm going to paste it into the WordPress blog that I created, the WordPress site. There we go. And there we go. As you can see, it looks super, super good. Another thing that I like about this content is that the paragraphs are already formatted for what the internet, what Google is looking for. It's all in good shape, even with the subheadlines. So can't complain. You know, I really have seen them produce some really super content here. So basically what I do from here is I'm going to change the color of the text because it's in gray. So I want to make sure it's black. Next, I'm going to use my Grammarly grammar checker right over here. Click on it. And as you can see, Grammarly pointed out some grammar changes that need to be made. So I'm just going to do accept all the way down. And Grammarly is definitely something that you should download to your computer for your blog content. And specifically, you want to get the browser add-on because that's what's going to pop up and bring up suggestions for you. You know that you should follow, that they say that you should follow in order to make the content more optimized with grammar and all that. So, okay, so our content's good. So I'm just going to quit Grammarly there. Next, I'm going to assign a category to this blog post. So the category obviously is carpet cleaning. And I'm just going to click on add category. And now for the tags, like I mentioned earlier, the tags are your keywords. So I'm just going to type in carpet cleaning. Oops. Carpet cleaning tips, DIY, which stands for do it yourself, carpet cleaning. And there we go. There's our tags. So pretty simple and pretty easy. You know, you could really go crazy adding a lot of tags to a blog post, but what I recommend is adding really no more than 5 or 10, simply because I personally have found out that between 5 and 10 tags is usually the best. Now let's focus on Yoast. So Yoast is our search engine plugin. It's what I personally have used for a long time to optimize pages. So obviously the red light means that the content needs help. It needs optimization. So I'm going to type in my keyword here, carpet cleaning. Okay, I've got a yellow light, so that's good. So next, what we have to put in is the SEO title. So to put in the SEO title, what I'll do is scroll to the top. Oop, I haven't got that. I didn't put that there yet. So I'm going to go back over to Right Sonic. I'm going to grab the title here. And I'm going to put it into my content up there. Now the permalink, to edit the permalink, all you have to do is just put in 2 keywords. Carpet cleaning. Oops. So permalink's done. And since my keyword is carpet cleaning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my title. Oops. Yeah. And I'm just going to change the title up a little bit. Because when you're optimizing content for SEO, you know, you want to have your primary keyword. So my primary keyword is carpet cleaning, so I got it right there. I have it in my permalink. And let's see where else if I could see it. Looks like I have it 13 times, but nothing on page. So I want to add my keyword on page. So I'm going to pause the video and just do that real quick. Okay, all right. So I just pause the video for a few minutes and to add the keyword carpet cleaning throughout my post. So basically how it should work when you're trying to optimize a post for the search engines is you want to have one primary keyword. So my primary keyword for this post is carpet cleaning. So as you can see, I have it there. I also have it on my permalink. And then also I added the keyword throughout my post. You want to have the keyword in the first paragraph, so I put it right there. And you also want to have it mentioned in your subheadline, so I put it right there. And then kind of sprinkle that keyword throughout the post. So there it is right there, right there, right there. It's in another subheadline, and it's down here at the bottom, just like that. So pretty simple and pretty easy. Now, if this seems hard to you, what you have to remember is that the keyword, you have to put it into the sentence so that it makes sense, especially if you're using Write Sonic. You have to find out where you can add it, where it's going to be a natural fit, because you want the content to be readable. That's number one, but also you want to be able to reap the benefit of having the keyword into the keyword sprinkled throughout this blog post. And as you can see over here, Yoast is currently ranking the content as good. It has a good search engine ranking, and that's what I want. But let's check out what happens down at the bottom here. So once again, my focus key phrase is carpet cleaning. And now this is what the search engine listing is going to look like. As you can see right here, my SEO title is Carpet Cleaning Tips, a Guide to Easily Remove Stains. And then right here, what I was telling you about, the first thing that the search engine looks for and that the searcher sees is the reader, they see this little sentence right here. And I also have my keyword right in there as well, carpet cleaning information. And then this is kind of what it looks like when you're putting it all together. Your SEO title goes right there. The slug is basically where you just add your keywords into it, because it's essentially it's the same thing as the permanent link right up here. It's the URL, your website address, followed by one or two additional keywords, like as I showed you earlier, carpet cleaning. So you can either do it up there, or you can also do it down here in the slug, and then also your meta description right in here. It is essentially this paragraph right here that I'm showing you. So super easy and simple. And then down here at the bottom, as you can see, Yoast gives you more pointers on what they're looking for. As you can see, I have a lot of green lights in here. This is all really, really good. And there's just one more thing that they want me to do, just add my key phrase to another subheading, so I can easily do it or disregard it. So, if this was a real site that I was trying to rank, I would obviously want to have that green as well too. And then also one more thing is the image. So I pulled this image from my favorite website for images, pexels.com, pexels.com. It's a free site to use. The great thing about these images is that you don't have to leave an attribute, basically link back to the image showing you who or where you got the image from. Other sites, you do have to do that, and they cause a lot of problems if you don't do that. Pexels is not like that. It's a royalty, free site you could use as images, and they're all high resolution, meaning that they're an excellent fit for web content that you put out either on your website or using for social media marketing. So image there. In the blog content, I would definitely recommend adding multiple images in your blog content, because as you can see, this post that I got from Write Sonic, it's over 1,300 words. So it's actually a pretty big post. So if I don't add images in this post, it can be pretty boring when someone's reading it. So because obviously it's all words, and you want to have images in here to kind of break it up. So if this is your post, I would say go back to Pexels, look up more carpet cleaning photos, because as you can see, there's a lot of great images to pull from. Some of them are just kind of rugs, but others are more carpet cleaning, carpets like this one right here, and just download them and just add them into the blog post like this. Another thing that you could do with WordPress is you could change the color of the font in the actual post. And one of the things I do is I change the color of the subheadlines because they're black. So one thing I often do is just change them to blue. Or if this is for a client, I just change the subheadline color to match the color of the client's website. Changing the subheadline color is one thing that also helps to draw the reader's attention to the subheadline, because people read, oftentimes in this day and age, they read articles in bullet points. So if you have really good bullet points or subheadlines like this, clean the stain, important carpet cleaning tips, dry the carpet, etc., their eyes are naturally going to be attracted to these subheadlines. And then obviously one of the most important parts of this content is down here, the call to action. So you don't just want to end the content by just posting it as is. You want to create a blurb, something along the same lines as this: contact us, and then we'll call to action for an affordable carpet cleaning quote. Contact us today by calling. You want to place your phone number in here, and then also you want to click a link to your contact page. So just imagine if this is your blog post that you're publishing on your website. You want to have a call to action. If you're a roofing repair company, you want to have something along the lines of, for a roofing repair quote, contact us today by calling, and you want to put in the phone number there, and then also you want to link to the contact us page. So just utilize this example for whatever it is, whatever type of business that you're trying to promote on the internet. So, but regardless, once your content is done, and once you've optimized the Yoast plugin down here, and you see that you have a green light, which means that the post is good to go, then you're just going to scroll up and click on the publish button. Give WordPress a few seconds, and it'll publish that content to your blog. And now we're just going to take a look and see what it looks like. So to view that post, we just click on this link right there, and here we go. So there's our image with the cute little dog in the carpet, someone's feet, and this is what it looks like. So there's my title, and this is the content that I use Writesonic for. So, obviously this content could use a little bit more work, like I mentioned before, changing the subheadlines, putting in images in here to break up the content, that sort of thing. But I just wanted to get you a good rough idea of how to do this. And most importantly, when you add blog content, you want to have links in the content itself. You want to link the articles that you write on your blog to other articles that you previously published, or you want to link them to your contact us page and your about page, because you want to have a lot of links throughout the content, especially if you're writing a post that's over 1,000 words. And also, most importantly, you want to include at least one outbound link, meaning that you want to link to another website or another article that's relevant to the content that you're publishing on your blog. So for example, if you're writing a content that's about, if you're writing a blog post that's about carpet cleaning, like this one, you want to link to another website with a great article that offers carpet cleaning tips as well too, because you want to try to offer your readers as much value as possible. And then most importantly, at the bottom of the page, you want to include a strong call to action, which is reason for them to contact you. Or if you're using contact us, the contact form 7, like I showed you in the previous video, you can even put the lead capture form down here at the bottom of the blog post. But if you're linking to your contact us page, then obviously they don't need that. You wouldn't need it, because if they click on the link for click here, then it links them to the contact us page, and then the form is going to be right in here. So I hope you can see that adding blog content to your site is super easy and very, very simple and straightforward. It's not something that you have to stress out about. If you haven't done it before, this is something where you're going to see that after adding a couple of blog posts, it's something that you can easily do yourself, without any problems whatsoever, especially if you use an AI content writer like Writesonic. So now, once your blog content is online, the next thing that you want to focus on is how to promote these posts, because obviously, you could publish it to the blog, but if you don't drive traffic, meaning if you don't put the links somewhere for people to find it, then obviously they can't, the blog content will never get found. So because on-page optimization is number one. Number two is actually off-page optimization, driving content to the blog that you publish. So one of the best ways, the best sites, excuse me, that I personally use to drive traffic to my content is Twitter. Simply because of the fact that Twitter is by far a very, very simple and easy platform to use, for connecting with people that are interested in my niche and just driving traffic to the site. So now when it comes to your blog content, you really want to make sure that you utilize Twitter's hashtags, because Twitter is all about hashtags. If you don't put hashtags into your posts, people are not going to find your content on Twitter. So like, for example, if your blog content was about, let's say, carpet cleaning, you would want to put hashtags on Twitter like hashtag carpet cleaning, and then hashtag carpet, and then hashtag carpet cleaning tips. So for example, because the hashtags, that's what's going to help people to find the post. And then also you want to make sure that you include the image with your post as well too, because obviously that image is what's going to grab the reader's attention, or the person who's interested in that topic, and that's what's going to drive traffic. It's going to motivate them to visit your site, to click on that link, and come back to the site to read that article. So Twitter is number one. Number two is also Facebook. Facebook is also a great site to use. If you don't have a Facebook account, I definitely recommend creating a Facebook page simply because of the fact that it's a great way to generate that link back to your site. So Twitter, Facebook, and then the third thing that you want to do is you want to do what's called pinging the blog content that you write. And the site that I use to do it is a site called pingomatic.com. So it's pingomatic.com. Basically what you want to do here is you just want to type in the name of your website at top. So if this is for me, the generic website that I created is Jones Carpet Cleaning. And then blog homepage. So I'm just going to pull the homepage of my blog, put it in there, and then also where it says RSS feed, I'm just going to copy basically the URL for my website, and I'm going to put it in here just like that. Now obviously you can see that turnaroundbusinessfunding.com, this is a generic URL I was using for another site, so it doesn't match Jones Carpet Cleaning, but I hope you get the idea of what I'm talking about here. Your blog name should be your business name or the name of the site, and then blog homepage should look exactly like this. And the third RSS URL should be the URL for your website followed by the word feed. Scroll down a little bit and it says common services check all. And basically what's happening is when you check these boxes, what Pingomatic is going to do is going to send basically a message to these other ping websites like feedburner.com, etc., telling them that you've added new content to your site and that you should visit it. And basically what you do next, you just click on send pings, and then it tells these services that the pings have been sent, and you'll start getting traffic. So once you combine Pingomatic with Twitter and also Facebook, those are three solid ways to drive traffic back to your blog. Now another thing that you could do is you could drive traffic to your blog content by adding a pin on Pinterest. So if you haven't created a Pinterest account, or Pinterest, however you want to pronounce it, you definitely want to go back to Pinterest.com and create your account today. And then adding the pin is really simple. You just click on create, and then you just go to create pin. And it's pretty easy. You put in your image in there. You put in, this is the title to your blog. So for the generic blog content that I created, goes right in here. And then where it says tell everyone what your pin is about. So what I do is I just take the first line of the blog post and I put it in just like this. And so my image, let me just see if I can find that on my computer. There we go. And then most important part about Pinterest is add a destination link, because if you don't link back to it, basically that pin is kind of useless. And then that's it. That's all that you want to do. And next, you want to make sure that you have a board created for your pin. Basically, it's just think of it like a bulletin board, because people who are interested in that topic, that's how they're going to find. That's one way that they're going to find your posts on Pinterest. So for me, I've been with Pinterest for a long time. I have a lot of boards. But for you, if you haven't created one yet, you just click on Create Board. That creates a board based on your topic, and then you just click on Save. And then basically what Pinterest does is they use this image to create that pin on your board. It's a great way to drive traffic to blog content. I definitely recommend Pinterest. And then another thing that you could do to drive traffic to your blog content is to leave a content on YouTube. YouTube is great. It's a great site for leaving blog content, to creating what are called backlinks, links back to your blog content that you create. So in this carpet cleaning example, what I want to do here is just type in the keywords carpet cleaning, and then just click on enter, and it's going to bring up a list of keywords matching the carpet cleaning keyword that I put in there. And so as you can see, these are all videos. So here's how we create a link back to our blog content based on a video. What we do here is we click on the link to the video, and it's going to play the video. So I'm just going to pause it. I'm going to scroll down and see if this guy allows allows comments, sorry. And then there we go, add a comment. And then basically from here, what you want to do is say something that sounds like you actually watched the video. And then after that, you just want to say something along the lines of, for more excellent tips. And then you want to link back, put the link into your blog post. So I'm just going to highlight it, go down here, and then there we go. And then I would just click on comment. And then basically that comment would appear down here. And then they would also have the link back to my blog post right there. So it's just another great way to create a relevant link back to content that you create online. And you could use this example for any type of niche or business that you're in. You know, if you're doing roofing, if you're doing carpentry, if you're doing general contracting, you definitely want to leave a link back to the blog content that you create on your website, because it's super huge and beneficial. So that kind of wraps it up. So just to summarize, you know, you want to use Write to basically use their AI to create fast and easy content for your blog, because it's simple and highly effective. And then just follow if you need to rewind to follow the steps in this video on how to add that content to your website. And then once the content is created in your blog, you want to use Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest for creating links back to your blog posts. You also want to use YouTube. You want to leave a comment on YouTube, and you also want to ping the blog post that you create using a service like Ping-O-Matic. So, and then once you start doing that, then from there you're going to start seeing traffic coming into your website, because Google is going to start ranking this content on within their search results. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It may take a couple of weeks for the blog posts that you start writing initially to start showing up on Google, but you don't want to lose heart. What you want to do is you want to stay focused on blogging at least three times a week. I would recommend blogging at least 3 times per week. If you're really intent on really growing your business fast with internet marketing, you could do it every day. But obviously, if you're still working full time and you're trying to drive traffic back to your site on your own, just do it 3 times a week. You'll be fine with 3 times per week. Follow the tips in this video, and you'll start seeing results. People calling you, and filling out the lead capture page for quotes and things like that. And it is something that's going to pay off for you. And then long term, like I said, you just want to stay focused on the blogging. You want to keep doing it 3 days a week. Really allocate time for this in your schedule, and then from there, and maybe down the road you want to outsource it. Hire a virtual assistant to do it for you. But at least doing it initially yourself gives you a rough idea of what's entailed, so that you know what to look for excuse me, when it comes to creating effective blog content for your blog. So I hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions. And once again, thanks again for watching. Have a great day.